Welcome to Michelle's Home and Garden. I'm Michelle and I am so glad you're visiting today here in Illinois in Garden Zone 5. So we got a big day planned today. It is very hot right now. We are having a heat wave here in Illinois this week and it's very windy. So we are not working outside today. We are going to work inside and we are doing a summer makeover on the living room, taking thrifted finds and incorporating those into our decor. So I want to show you what I do here in the summertime. Also, I thought about going thrifting this morning too, and then coming back and doing the makeover. So we'll just have to see how the day plays out, but let's get going. We got a lot to do today. So I decided to go thrifting first just to see if there was anything else that I would find today that I wanted to add into the summer living room makeover. I did think this was really cute. It was metal. It could be used inside, outside. It could be spray painted a different color. The little leaf you could put decor on. You could put a little plant on it. So lots of uses to reuse that. And we are at the Discovery Shop, which is run by the American Cancer Society. And there are chapters of this throughout the United States. So if you're visiting an area or you're not sure if your area has one, you can go online and I think it lists all their different locations throughout the United States. So this is all items that people donate, and then all the funds then go to the American Cancer Society. So I do always look at faux flowers and planters to see if there's anything I want to buy to repurpose. I may just use the planter, I may just use the faux flower, but it's a great way to find new things to add into your home. These birdhouses were cute. They had a couple of them. Not really my style as far as how they had painted them. I like more of a solid color. So they were wood, so they could be respray painted and painted whatever color, and then a faux plant put in them or repurposed just as they are as decor. Now, I thought this wicker basket was a unique shape and size. It was kind of flat back, so I think you could probably almost hang it on a wall. You got any good ideas how you would repurpose something like this? I did think it was unusual. I don't know that I've seen a shape like that before. And then they did have a lot of plant stands. I like that tall wooden one. I thought that was really pretty. Not really into that dark wood color, but I like the carvings on it and thought it could be repurposed in the house. And then the metal ones, of course, for out in the garden. This was a cute little, I would turn it into a plant stand out in the garden, tuck it into an area, spray paint it a different color to make it pop. Maybe if you're going to put it back in a green area. And you could also put statuary on it. Then I spotted these. Now, I absolutely love architectural salvage type pieces. Now, these weren't real wood and they weren't resin. I'm not sure what they were made of. I flipped them over and looked, and it didn't say. And they kind of almost look like something you would have found one time at Hobby Lobby, maybe. I don't know. They were super tall, though. I'm thinking 8 to 10 foot. And I just didn't, I was thinking in the garden, but I just didn't have a place for them. And then the solid brass planter with the lion heads on it, I thought that was pretty for a plant to repurpose. But I didn't really find anything for the living room this day, but it's always fun to go check it out because their stuff is always changing. So you never know what you're going to find. Let's head back and work on the living room makeover. Okay, to give you an idea of how this looks, that's our front door. We have a split foyer. So then when you come up the stairs, this is our living room area. And I've been using green since after Christmas for spring. And I really like this look with all the green, but I'm ready to do something different. So when I decorate, what I like to do is take everything out and start over again. Some of the stuff we may reuse. Okay, what are we putting back in the room? We're going to put in some new prints. Now, these are new to me. They're all thrifted. The two larger ones are from Maureen Love, and I love her prints because they are scenes from Europe of different areas. And the little one is also something that I thrifted that has a European scene on it and kind of sets the stage. Now, the room, I like to put a picture a lot of times, one on each side of the windows, just because there's enough space to do that. And if you're wanting to change out your living room, if you're tired of your stuff and you're ready for a refresh, doing pillows and throws is absolutely the easiest. You can change those out. You can buy new covers for your pillow online. You can go thrifting for pillows or covers. Same with throws. I always look for throws when I'm out thrifting and also purchase new throws too. So a lot of this blue came from my fall makeover of the bedroom. If you watch that video, and I'll link it at the end if you missed it when I did that makeover. That's one of the easiest ways is the pillows and the throws. Also artwork if you're looking to make your room feel new and fresh again. Now you don't have to go out and buy new artwork. You can thrift artwork or you can take artwork you already have in another room and switch it out and bring it into the room you're redecorating. I do that a lot. I like to change out my artwork. I tend to get tired of the way it looks, and so I do like to change out things, and that's a great way to refresh any type of space. Now, these candlestick holders I bought a few years ago on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to use those to decorate with on the mantle. I think they really add height and also pull in that blue color because I'm kind of leaning towards that Mediterranean garden type feel. Now we do have some blue thrifted books that we're going to use to style on, and a cute little blue green bowl that John had made back in high school. And then I always like greenery, and nothing is more Mediterranean to me than having some kind of boxwood type greenery. So the little statue on the fireplace, I actually bought at a flea market in Paris when I was on my Paris trip a few years ago. So that's a great memory to be able to pull that in. So that's another thing. If you're out and you're on vacation and find something thrifting or something new, that's always fun to pull those items back in to give you great memories of that time that you had on your vacation. So I do like terrariums. So we're adding a little bit of greenery to my thrifted terrarium. It's my little version of having a mini greenhouse. So I like to change that up inside and put different things in it. Now we have a little bit of decor I'm going to style up on the end table, just a book and a little thrifted bird leaf statue. And then the basket, of course, I thrifted a few months ago and was going to use it out in the garden, but Chloe, our kitten, decided she wanted that. And then this bowl that I had thrifted, this blue bowl, I thought that tied in with our blue, and some thrifted twine balls that are like decor filler. Now, this is a cute little basket trunk. I looked this up online and it actually says that this originally had a traveling like baby doll in it for a child. So it was like a little traveling kit with a baby in it and baby clothes. My sister actually gifted that to me, something she thrifted. Now, I love ferns, but I am using faux with the kittens because they will eat real. Now, you can see down inside, those are just picks that I picked up at the store, and it isn't going to fill my vase in completely. And that's a thrifted vase that I have. So you can put bags down inside of it. So I took grocery bags and just filled it up just to hold those picks in place. And of course, we've got a pretty table book to put on the table, and also a candle. I like to use these little plates. I thrifted this for $1. They're the bread and butter size china plates or stoneware plates, and then whatever coordinates with your room to set a candle on. I think it just elevates your space a little bit more than setting it on the actual table or wherever you're going to place that candle, and pulls in your color too if you coordinate it. So just very minimalistic this summer. I want to keep it light. I want to keep it airy. Chloe likes laying under the coffee table. That's her new favorite spot, and giving me that Mediterranean vibe, but also pulling in that garden aspect because I really like that. Now, this thrifted table, this end table, I love the legs of this, and I thrifted this a few years ago. And then this cloche I got with you earlier this spring thrifting for a couple dollars, and another one of those dollar plates to set it on because it does have an open bottom on it. So, and that was a real bird's nest from last year out in my garden that I brought inside and just put a little egg on for just decor on the end table. Now, the barrel chair I've had, that dark blue one, I bought new several years ago, and that has moved all over my house. I love those barrel chairs. They're super lightweight. You can get them in all kinds of colors, and they coordinate with wherever you want to move them. And for summertime, I thought that dark blue tied so nicely with this lighter blue and just gave us extra seating for summer. So, what do you think? This was an easy makeover. It didn't cost me actually anything because I used all my thrifted and stuff I had on hand. I went to my storage area, pulled stuff back out that I've thrifted over the years because when you find stuff you love, just keep it because probably you're going to reuse it again in future makeovers. Well, I hope this inspired you to go ahead and redo your living space this summer. Pull out things that you already have or go thrifting because we like to thrift for new things to add to our spaces too, or purchase new items too to go into your space. But just giving you all kinds of ideas on how I repurpose my thrift finds and also how to make my space look fresh without going out and buying all new furniture. Now you can see I did have helpers when I restyled this. Chloe decided when was going to hang the pictures that that was her new favorite spot. So I had to convince her that she wanted to move so I could access that picture to hang on the wall. She wasn't too happy when I moved it, but she found another spot to lay in. And then, of course, Winston decided if she was involved, he needed to be involved too and wanted to know what we were doing with all this decor. Well, have a great week.